Hello, let me introduce myself. I am Heidi Steffen, the Chief Revenue Officer here at Titan TV Inc. This video today will go over what we are submitting for the 2022 NAB Show Product of the Year Award. But before I really get into the new product, which will be direct data reporting with our MediaStar 4, I want to give you a little bit of history of MediaStar Scheduler in general, and then how stations are utilizing it today, and how with MediaStar 4 and the direct data reporting, we're solving an issue that is much needed in the industry. First of all, MediaStar Schedule was built about 16 plus years ago. It was really put together with the idea that stations and clients needed a way to easily, effectively, and quickly to maintain their schedule and then send out reports. Those reports could go internally to their traffic systems, marketing, sales, but it will also go out to the major data providers in the US industry. Over the years, MediaStar Scheduler has grown from the input and suggestions from all of its users. With that, MediaStar has continually been building upon a system that the code has reached its end life. Thus, about 2 years ago, Titan TV started to build out our MediaStar 4 product. With that, we also were building out the concept of the idea that stations could, through our online-based MediaStar Scheduler tool, directly send their data reports to the data providers, which would eliminate double entry of data, eliminate human error from entering in data, and quicker get the information into the data provider systems so they can then quicker get it out to the places they provide data, from cable to satellite to OTT and newspapers. So let me go ahead and get you into first, how do stations today send their scheduling reports? What you're seeing here is our MediaStar Scheduler 3 tool. It is a web-based tool, so as long as the user has a login password and internet, they can access it anywhere. And this became very beneficial during the pandemic, when a lot of the programmers and anyone at the station that needed to be able to go in and edit their schedule could do it remotely from home. So as a user, I've gone in, I've updated my schedule, and now I want to go ahead and send it out to the data providers. It's very essential, especially for some of our consumers that might be getting cable at home and they have DVRs, they want to be able to record it, or out to the OTT providers so that they make sure they have the correct information that is showing on their skies. So what I do, I go ahead and go into reports. I go into our general reports. And most stations have a template set up. Within MediaStar, this template just allows to have the filters, the fields, and the basic information already saved. It just automatically then changes the dates to what I want. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on my weekly schedule. I go to the Finish tab. If I go ahead and view the PDF, this is the particular PDF that I'm going to here shortly send out to the data providers via my email. You'll see it's just very basic information. It includes some time information, date, the name of the program, and sometimes episodic information. All the information that's in this report is very customized per station, just depending on what they want to send out to the data providers. But as you can see in this view, you can't send a lot, otherwise it just gets really bundled up. So as a station, I'm gonna go ahead and send report. As you see here, we do a reminder to make sure that when you are sending the reports, you're sending to Grace Note, FYI Television, also known as Red Beat, TV Media, and TiVo. So what I would do, go ahead and send on my email. It's going to go ahead and put that PDF as a link into my email. Again, as we know, a lot of stations have to send multiple reports. This allows them to then be able to put it in a couple, and it's not going to get locked by a large file. I already have my email distribution list set up. I have now electronically sent out that data to the data providers. The data providers from there then, there's normally an editor at each one of them that is assigned to be able to then take in that station's schedule. They then a lot of times are looking at that schedule, and they're either going to copy and paste this from the PDF to their system, or they're manually typing it in. What we've learned is a lot of times they miss it. They miss changes that are very essential. You'll see there's a lot of data, and as a data editor, you'll see this every week, and you might not be able to see the change. So with many requests from our stations and dire need of trying to make and something that would allow the data in the data industry for guides to be more effective, and more accurate, we then built upon our MediaStar 4. So this is our MediaStar 4. It has a different interface. The backend code also allows it to then allow it to add different functionality to it and to continue to add on to it as NextGen rolls out and the additional use cases that might come with that. So with that, same user, I now have MediaStar 4. I now want to go ahead and send my weekly report. I've already made my changes. I go to reports like I have before. I go to general reports. I don't even need to click on a template. I'm just going to go to finish, click on send data. And then I'm going to click on the data providers that I want to go ahead and send. Currently, we are live with TV Media, Grace Note, and soon to be with Red Bee. And then we will move on to TiVo. So I've checked my 3. The nice thing about this, as far as the user, Titan TV's already worked with each individual of these data providers on the exact data that they want and need every time that a local station sends out their data, or even a network, so that the end user doesn't even have to think about what they need to send. So I now just go ahead and send data, and I have now sent it. You'll see here are my past reports that I sent. So I still, as a user, have access and see what I sent to the data provider. So if some reason something fell through still, I still have a record of it. Again, the idea behind this and the concept is that with MediaStar, the stations can send one report to the 4 major data providers in the US, which will hit 99% of all the data providers out there that has data anywhere, from your cable to your satellite to your OTT to newspapers. They all get their data one way or another from one of these 4 data providers. So if we can get the data to them directly ingest into their system, it's going to help eliminate programming data errors and get that information into their system quicker so that they can turn around and quickly get it out to the other companies that utilize their data.